Hi, my name is Emily Iannielli, and I'm doing a video for the first time on my iPhone. It's kind of interesting working with an iPhone. I never had a phone with so many applications at my fingertips. Since I'm heavily into the social media, I enjoy having all of those applications right there with me in my phone. It's truly amazing. Um, so now I can become more in touch with my multimedia sites, specifically Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, um, About Me, Blogger, all those kind of sites. And I can get in touch with friends and relatives on my Facebook page through my iPhone now. Because my computer was hacked and I have no access to the computer now. So I am very frustrated because a lot of my work encompassed using my computer. So without my computer, I'm lost. So right now, the only device that I have is my iPhone. And luckily, I was able to get one. It took me a long time, but it really is very interesting and very helpful, and I love it. Now I just have to figure out what all my apps that I work with can be used within the amount of memory that I'm entitled to per month. I still get messages saying that I'm almost maxed out on my usage time, so that's kind of a bummer. But hopefully, I'll be able to learn how to work within that confine with the time and memory issue. Um, I don't mean to go off topic because most of my videos are geared towards the transgender community, and I feel I owe it to my transgender girls and sisters uh, to inform them how life is from my perspective as a male to female transgender woman. I've been luckily able to continue forward with my transition, and I've never been happier living full time as a transgender woman. It's truly a lovely and an amazing experience, and I never thought that I would ever get to this point in my life. So I am very blessed, and I'm very lucky and very happy. And I think that it is a growing process, and I'm not even near where I want to be, but I'm making tremendous strides in that direction, and I'm hopeful. Certainly, I want to do everything within my abilities and um, my financial abilities as well to transition fully uh, as a woman. I want to have gender reassignment surgery, but I can't afford to do that, and I'm hoping that I can get the insurance to cover it, and I think that I would be much happier if that was to happen. But I have to try to make the best of my situation right now, and that's all I can do. I think that I have been depressed quite a long time, and it's not because of the transition. In fact, the transition is what makes me feel happy and hopeful. What I'm depressed about is my financial situation, my being out of work for as long as I have been, my problems with my mortgage, and now, most recently, my incident of being hacked on my computer and my identity being compromised. Uh, I was um, very concerned that my bank account and credit cards could be accessed through the perpetrator of my hard drive. So I had to close out my bank account and close out all my credit card accounts. And now I have to make phone calls to all my uh, pays that I paid through my bank account, which is a hassle. But I had no choice but to close out my accounts. Um, so I just warn you out there to be very careful. You can easily be hacked and your identity stolen, and it's very scary. I did what I'm supposed to. I went to the bank, immediately notified them, closed my account, made sure that the activity that's supposed to post will post to my new account, and then I closed all my credit card accounts as well. And I called Social Security to notify them that my Social Security number was compromised. So I'm very anxious about all of this. I never would have expected that me would run into a problem like this. You just never know, though. You can never be too safe. So I urge all my friends out there to be very careful and don't take things for granted. Um, I went to my doctor today to get my blood levels, and my doctor told me that my estrogen levels are extremely high. They're roughly 500, which is even considered higher than most genetic females. And my testosterone level is very low at 50. And my doctor also said that I have less testosterone in my system than most genetic females. So my HRT has really shifted the balance of hormones within my body, and now I'm on the female side of the spectrum with regard to my hormone balance, which to me is very exciting, and I am very happy to learn of this. But my doctor did express some concern because she thought that the levels were a little too high. So she told me that I should take less of a dosage on the estradiol. So I guess I need to take 2 pills now instead of 3. And the Spiro, she said that I don't have to change, that I can stay with the same dosage. So I am very pleased about that. And I'm also happy that my court appearance went well and that the judge dismissed the case. It was a bit nerve-wracking initially. I met with my lawyer for the first time in the courtroom or at the courthouse, and then we went into the courtroom, and she went to the front of the courtroom, and I stayed in the back, and there were many people in the court, and they were awaiting their name being called and the proceedings with respect to their specific crime. So I was all dressed up in a pretty dress with my blue coat, my white tights, my blue handbag, and I even had pins in my hair clips. So I was all dressed as a female, and I was nervous because I don't have my name changed legally, so they had to call my name as I am male. Um, so I heard the names of others being called as I was anxiously awaiting my name to be called. And then within 20 minutes or so, I heard my name, Edward Donald Iannielli III, and I got up and slowly walked up to the judge who stood behind my attorney and myself. And then my attorney started to speak on my behalf, and she asked for a dismissal. And then the judge looked in my direction, and she knew my name as male, but she addressed me as ma'am, which was surprising for me, and I was quite happy about that. And she said, I will dismiss this case, but I want you to promise me that you will stick to staying out of trouble. And I said, I will, and my attorney, and I thanked the judge and returned and walked out. I was following my attorney, and as I was walking out, I noticed the people on both sides of the courtroom just looking at me as I walked down the aisle. I guess they were a little puzzled with me being dressed as a woman and being called by my male name. So it worked out well, and the judge was very kind and accepted me as a transgender woman. So I was very quite surprised and delighted, and I'm happy that that's behind me now. And you know, I am still struggling with my gender issues. I have gender dysphoria. I also struggle with bipolar disorder, and I am very depressed at times due to my isolation and my loneliness. But I know that I have good friends, especially here on Facebook. They're very helpful and supportive of me, and they really do care, and I'm very happy to know such wonderful people, and most of my friends are transgender girls who really are very wonderful and very special to me. and I hope that I get to meet and hang out with some of you. I think it would be very uh, uh, interesting. I have met with a couple of my friends who are on Facebook and are transgender girls, and they're nice people. I enjoyed their company, and I feel it's very important to meet others that you can identify with, and it's something that is very helpful when you are transitioning, that you can relate to other people. I think that that is very important, and I also feel that I can help some others by sharing my experiences. I always knew in my heart that I was transgender and that I was a girl, and I really didn't know who to turn to or how to resolve my feelings. I lived with them and tried my best to cope as best I could, but I was very alone, sad, and depressed most of my life. And at times, I did consider suicide, and I had attempted it approximately, well, I had attempted it 3 times, um, but I was fortunate not to have committed suicide. I survived my attempts, and it's good that I'm still here. I have a son who needs me, and there are people I know who do care about me and want me to be happy and to live the life that I'm supposed to. I'm not ashamed of my being transgender. I'm quite proud, and I think that it's important that you come to accept yourself and never lose sight of that. You want to know that you're a good person and that you deserve to be happy. And that's all I ever wanted in my life, was to find my true self, which is female, and to find my happiness, and to share my life with other people that are important to me, such as my son, my wife, and friends and family. Uh, it's not easy being transgender. You have your good days, you have your bad days, like anybody else, I guess. But we do have it more difficult than most people, and sadly, we also face discrimination. We face danger in our life for our own safety. Um, People don't know how to handle us, and we're very uh, misunderstood by many people. And unfortunately, in the working environment, many transgender people still face hardships. And I know from my own personal experiences when I came out that I had lost my job, and it really affected me I wound up in the hospital suffering from a nervous breakdown because I was encountering many financial difficulties, and I couldn't stay on top of anything, and I just totally lost it emotionally. I became unglued, and I was suicidal. I attempted to overdose on a combination of sleeping pills and aspirin because I was behind on my mortgage, and I was getting threatening and harassing phone calls about foreclosure, and I just went off the deep end, and I had no financial ability to stay current, and I'm still not current, but I had managed to get closer to where I want to be with regard to that, but I'm still getting the threatening phone calls and the letters, and I've had enough on that, but something that I have to deal with, and now I just find myself not even opening up the envelopes. I just shred them, and I don't even pick up the phone calls. If I see that it's my mortgage company, I won't even pick up the phone calls anymore. I'm just tired of it because it landed me in the hospital many times, and I don't want to keep going back and forth to the hospital. Plus, I am very comfortable now with who I am as a person. I'm very happy living as Emily, transgender woman, even though I'm still referred to as Edward Donald Iannielli III. My female adopted name, which I will change legally to, is Emily Denise Iannielli. So as soon as I'm able to get the legal aspects of my name change done, then I will update all my records, my driver's license, change the gender once I get the letter from my doctor, and then I will start integrating into society as a woman, which already I am doing, but I will be legal now with my name change once I get that taken care of. And then the next aspect of my transition that I'm hoping to realize is the gender reassignment surgery, which is something that I need to get as much information with regard to insurance coverage. I am hoping to have it done, the surgery, and I'm hoping to have Dr. Marcy Bowers perform my surgery. I admire her tremendously, and if anyone's gonna do the surgery, I want her to do my gender reassignment surgery. It's been a long time for me. I've been wanting to live as a woman ever since I can remember. I knew I was a girl since age 3. I've been cross-dressing ever since. I have been shaving here and here, which I can't stand. But I had to stop doing electrolysis now because I don't have the money to do it. But for the most part, my skin is clear with the electrolysis that I have done. The only areas of problem is my mustache area and the area right below my lower lip. Those two areas still need to be uh, addressed with my electrologist. So as soon as I'm able to do some sessions, I'm going to go back to get those areas cleared. Um, but it's not an easy process. I know some girls choose laser. I don't know the uh, costs or the main differences between laser and electrolysis. I do know that both techniques are very successful. The only difference that I'm aware of is that electrolysis is supposed to be uh, the most permanent uh, source of hair removal, and laser, however effective it is, I believe it's as effective as 90%, still does not permanently remove the hair. So, but I've seen transgender girls who've done laser and their faces look amazing. So I think that either method is a good one. You just have to budget it because it is very expensive, whichever you choose. They're both expensive and they both require several visits. Um, I also feel that transitioning uh, doesn't always go the way you want it to. Um, I don't have a crystal ball that would have told me who would accept me and who wouldn't. But the fact is, I have uh, uh, experienced changes in my relationships with family, immediate family, like my sisters, my wife, my son, uh, my mother-in-law, and with friends as well. It took my son a little while to adjust, but now he's fine and he's very happy and we have a wonderful relationship. My wife, it's very difficult for her, honestly, and she and I have had difficulties in our relationship because of it. I'm hoping that we will still be together, but she is very upset about it, and I can't force her to stay if she doesn't want to, but I'm hoping and praying that we do remain together. I can't help who I am, but I certainly understand from her perspective. She didn't marry me as a woman, she married me as a man, so I have to uh, realize that and understand her perspective. And she has, though, come around, so I hope that we will remain together because I do love and care for her very much. My sisters, they don't talk to me. When I came out, they kind of didn't want me to influence their children, so they didn't invite me to family functions as Emily. They don't have any relations with me on Facebook as Emily. I put friend requests out to them on my Emily page and they haven't responded to them. So, that's life. I can't change that. That's not my doing. That's what they chose. So I have to live with that. And friends come and go. But the ones I thought that would stick by my side didn't. And the ones that I wasn't sure have. And they really are good friends. I've also made new friends. And since going to support groups, I have made new friends, and I do enjoy being in the company of other transgender friends because we're on the same level. We certainly can relate to each other, and we have a bond that not many people truly understand. So that's why I feel very privileged to have friends who are transgender, and that makes me happy. So I think that we all need to know that we're accepted and loved for who we are, and we should never feel ashamed or lose hope. And I think that once we realize that, we will be much happier. And that is something that I do realize. And I do admit that I am much happier now as a transgender woman. This is Emily, signing off. Talk to you later. Bye.